Timbersports, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome the biggest, the baddest, the best male athletes we have here at the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS. They are chasing the Australian Championship Trophy.
Let's hold. We'll get the athletes up in a sec. The judges are giving me stink eye.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know what they're like.
We love them.
Neil Richardson, Steve Lorenz, come on up here from New South Wales. We love our judges here. Adam Lowe from New Zealand as well. We'll get to that video explainer of the event in just a sec so you know exactly how it all runs through. After we do the officials, we'll do that before we get to the athletes. Video judge reviewing every minute aspect.
Dr. Nigel.
Dr. Nige, Nathan Leung and Scotty, Dr. Nige Bennett from Victoria. They review everything down to 100th of a second, so we make sure that we get those times right. Geez, you're looking good in that photo, Scotty.
They spelled his name wrong, but that's all right.
Is that AI, that one? Overseeing scoring for the Competition Control Centre all the way from Brazil, Ricardo Camargo.
Fantastic
And leading
work.
the sport here in Australia, our sports director, Shane Maxwell, one of the great Queenslanders, and Mel Hunt from WA.
Fantastic work. And, of course, joining on the stage, we have our global sports director, Nathan Waterfield, all the way from the United States of America.
All right, we might get that sport explainer video on. If you guys are okay in the control room there, we might check out exactly how the trophy unfolds here, the Australian Trophy 2026. Roll that when you can, team. And it'll explain everything that's about to happen today. The best timber sports athletes are here to take on the grueling four-discipline event in a test of stamina and strength.
Yeah, leading into the stock saw event, the most important thing to me is getting that saw in position, getting my feet in position, hands on that log and over the line. Then I'm just trying to breathe. Once the gun goes, I'm straight up onto the log looking for my line that I've got drawn on there. And then going through the log, you're really listening intently to that motor as to not bog it down or not let it scream too much. Because if you're bogging it down, you're too heavy, and if it's screaming, you're too light. So it's that perfect mix that you got to try and find. I'm trying not to stay tense in my hands, try and keep my hands nice and light and trying to really breathe, because sometimes you've held your breath and that leads into the underhand that you're a little bit fatigued before you even get there.
Running across to the underhand, I'm looking at the axe, and I know that once I get on the underhand, I've got to stay loose and make sure those first 4 hits, they make the rest of the log. I'll be looking to go 9 hits in the front, and then opening it strong in the back and going for the 8 hit blows in the back and a nice easy come off. The more drivers you put in, the more energy you're using up, and then it starts with a good flow.
Yeah, so when you come off the underhand and over into the single buck, that's really when your body starts to fatigue. You know, you're starting to hurt a little bit, your arms get tired, get heavy. So you've really got to focus on your technique. You know, try and run the saw really smoothly, because if you have a jag up, that takes a lot out of you, and it's really hard to get going again, you know. So it's important to saw that off as smooth as you can and save as much energy as you can going into the standing block to finish off strong.
As you run over the standing block, you're sort of just looking at your axe. It actually hurts even to grab your axe because your arms are that tired and your body's that tired from doing the other disciplines. And I just try and think of getting me first 4 hits in the right spot, moving that big chip and then trying to move along. It's probably like nothing else you do in wood chopping, because you do so many disciplines going into it. Sort of every muscle in your body's aching and tired, and you're hurting and you're out of breath. And you got to find a little bit extra in your body to dig deep. You just want to stop because you're just hurting so much, but yeah, your drive just keeps you going to win.
Video, they are going to be up here on the main stage, ready to perform with you, starting with one of Australia's rising stars. Speed, precision, serious intent is what he's bringing up to the stage. From Mitchell Park in Victoria, Matt Coffey.
He's hungry to make his mark, focused and driven competitor. He's stepping up to the big stage from Black Butt, Queensland. Make some noise for Jack Argent.
A focused competitor. He's building momentum with every run from Sheffield, Tasmania. It's Josh Bakes.
A multi-trophy winner. He knows exactly what it takes to get his place back on top. Also from Black Butt, Queensland. Make some noise for Mitch Argent.
The 2019 Australian Rookie Champion back and ready to take it up to the very best. David Reumer from Colomale in New South Wales.
All right, another Tasmanian. He's ready to rock and roll. His strength, focus. Here, make some noise for Dan Gurr.
Bursting onto the scene in 23 of the Australian Trophy, he has not looked back from Proston in Queensland. Brian Wagner.
Back for his 6th Australian Trophy. He's from Mundabera, Queensland. Jake Dingle.
Mundabra. That'll do. On you, Jakey. Always right in the mix. Bringing intensity and drive. One of the absolute greats. He's a chopperoo from Sheffield, Tasmania. Cody Steers.
Multiple-time world champion from Broadford, Victoria. Makes some noise for Braden Meyer.
Almost doesn't need an introduction, this fella. In fact, if you tried to do the whole thing, we'd be here until about 6 o'clock tonight. From Doncaster, Victoria. One of the greats, one of the most famous wood chopping names in Australia, the O'Tooles. It's Lawrence O'Toole.
And the 3-time world champion, 10-time team world champion, your reigning 2024 reigning world champion from Lithgow, New South Wales. Make some noise for Brad Delosa.
Oh, some of these resumes are so long. Some glittering accomplishments here up on the stage with us. Do we want to get a photo taken? We'll get out of the way here. Gaz and I will get off the stage. No one wants our pick. We'll get all the athletes together. We'll get a big pick here to commemorate the 2026 Australian Trophy.
The Australian Trophy format. All athletes must first compete in the time trial. The 4 fastest athletes advance to the quarterfinals, while the 2 slowest are eliminated. The remaining athletes compete in the last chance rounds, a knockout format to determine the remaining quarterfinal positions. Winners of the quarterfinal heats advance to the semi-finals, while the slowest are eliminated. Athletes eliminated in the semi-final move into the small final to contest the bronze medal. The winners of the semi-final advance to the grand final to decide the Australian Trophy champion.
So Josh Bates, first heat, guys.
Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our first competitors of the day. Josh Bates, Brad Delosa.
Old bull versus a young bull here, you reckon?
Yep. "20 years separates these two guys. It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
20 years of experience.
Yep.
And sore knees. So it's a relay here, team. Unlike the Women's Championship we saw before, if you're paying attention up on the big screen there with the event explainer, you'll know that we start with the stock saw, and then it's up to the front of the stage, underhand chop, back to where the stock saw was, but it's on the misery whip, which you can see the boys warming in now, the big crosscut saw, the single buck saw, 2 metre long peg and raker system. And then over to the standing block chop to finish it up. All 4 events got to be performed sequentially, and these 2 are racing.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's Delosa that gets to the wood first. Even here, nice safety goggles off. Bakes just gets us ahead of him slightly here. This is where experience, precision, power all comes into play here. You can see the boys, they are flying around the block here. That wood does look a little bit softer than usual, which is great to see. Working through it beautifully. It's all going to come down to the single buck. Delosa now with probably a 1 second lead. This is where he's one of the best in the world. at the single buck. Bakes has got his work cut out. He's going to keep up with Delosa here. Brad just with that long, methodical stroke, working through the middle section quite well. Bakes is still with him, so this is going to be very, very close. Delosa's probably with about a 2.5 second lead as they go. He would now went to the standing block. Bakes with a bit of work to do, but here comes Delosa working through it nicely. Going to look to put about 6 to 8 hits in the front before flicking over to the back. Bakes gets to the wood second. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to make any chance to join up there. Dan, how's it looking from where you are?
Brad Delosa is just so quick on that single buck. If you don't have a lead on him going into the single buck,
Bang.
It's a problem. And there he is, Brad Delosa. Josh Bakes powering through as well, doing great work. Just on the backside now, that log about to cave any second now. Any hit, he's going to register a time.
There we go. Make some noise for Joshy Bakes, everybody.
1 minute 22 for Josh, minute 10 for Brad Delosa.
Yep. Nice times to start things off. Okay, we're going to hand it over to the judges for this first heat of the day.
Winner is Brad Delosa.
There we go. Fantastic work. Brad Delosa has made his way through. Experience wins out on this one.
So sadly, we bid farewell to Josh Bakes. Did well to make it into the comp, make it through the time trials yesterday, but it's difficult when you run headfirst into Brad Delosa.
Sorry, Brad, I know it's always hard. Have a quick chat. Congratulations, mate. How do you feel there? The single buck looked nice. Good to get one in the book.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Everything went pretty smooth, so have to go a bit quicker than that to win it, though.
Yeah, we're going to keep it short and sharp so you can recover. Congratulations, mate. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our first winner, Brad Delosa. All right, looks like we're ready to rock and roll, so we're going to welcome onto the stage. Please make some noise. STIHL TIMBERSPORTS in Kilda Beach, Jack Dingle and Jake Argent.
Oh, those J's will trip you up.
Jack and Jake.
Yeah.
Something about going up a hill.
Jake Dingle, Jack Argent.
Yep.
There they are, up on the big screen there. Their PB's on display for you. Minute 15 for Jake, minute 22 for Jack.
Dingle on 1, Argent on 2. All right, we're going to hand it over to the judges. We're going to get this second heat underway.
Couple of Queenslanders up there on stage. You love to see
Yep.
that. Any Queenslanders in the crowd? Damn it. Oh, well.
I think that guy thinks he's in Queensland.
Better luck next time.
Looks like the frothies are flowing early down here at St Kilda Beach.
Yeah, it's a good thing. There'll be beers left over at the end of the day if there's no Queenslanders here. Be easy to grab them.
True.
We'd be dry at the bar already.
True.
A couple of reptilian Queenslanders here.
Yep.
So single buck saws getting set now, making sure that there's just a bit of a divot in the wood there for them to rest in so the athletes have them all ready to go when they come back. That's the third discipline. Stock saw first, into the underhand, single buck, then the standing block chop.
Here we go.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Nice and close there. Both the boys to the wood nice and quick. Looks like Argent's going to get that wood going first. Hot on his heels there, Dingle. Going to work. Going to look to put, as we said, probably a 6 to 8 hit pattern in the front before flicking over. That wood is flying off. Neck and neck here. I'd say Argent's probably got a second and a half lead, Dan.
Yeah, that looks like, to my eye, it was just 1 or 2 cuts in the front there.
Oh,
Argent
he's so
and Dingle,
close.
the 2 Queenslanders here.
Here
from
they go.
Mundubra and Blackbutt.
Nice one.
Going head to head.
This is stroke for stroke. Very, very close. I can't pick a winner at this stage.
This is what we love about the trophy format because it is head-to-head on stage.
Look at him go.
Elimination is on the table.
Synchronised soaring.
Synchronised sill. We'll get back to the
Oh, this
Here we
is
go,
so
standing
close.
hot shot.
Here we go, onto the last one, the left versus the right-hander. The two Queenslanders, Dingle versus Argent. Who's going to take it out? Big, powerful left-hand strokes there by Argent. It's Dingle that turns first. Argent with a little bit of work to do if he's going to catch it up. Has he put enough work in the front side to come home stronger? No, it's Dingle that takes it. Very, very exciting stuff. Nice work there by Argent. Oh, that was close.
Gee, that was tight.
Yeah.
Steve Lorenz might have copped a log of wood to the shin as well.
Perfect.
Just all part of the fun here.
All right, over to the judges for the official decision.
He's limping up, Steve. You're not going to DQ him for that, are you, Steve?
The winner is Jake Dingle.
Make some noise for Jake Dingle. And fantastic work there by Jack Argent. Very, very closely fought battle, that one.
PB, I'd say. Yeah, PB. PB for Jack Argent there. Well done, mate. Minute 22 brought that into a minute 18.
I'll just have a quick chat with the man. He's got 2 axes, so I'm going to keep my questions very, very nice. Mate, congratulations. That was so close going into the single buck, and he probably just had a slight lead and then took it home.
Yeah, no, bit of soft wood there in the chopping logs, which was nice. Yeah, I didn't single too bad. Yeah, Jack, he's a good, tough competitor. He's got the Argent blood in him, like his brother. They're pretty determined buggers, but yeah, it's good to get a win there and move on to the next round.
Congratulations, mate. Looking forward to seeing you in the next round of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
PB as well, Jake.
Congratulations.
Well done, mate.
That's what you got to do if you want to get through. You got to keep hitting those PBs.
Yeah, minute 13. Previous PB was a minute 15. That's all you can ask for. Just keep PBing year after year after year, and you'll hopefully, if you continue that trend, you'll eventually get there. So Brad Delosa going through, and Jake Dingle. They'll be meeting our top 4. Those are the official times up there now, guys, as you can see. A couple of PBs.
All right, stage is ready, which means we're going to get the athletes onto stage. Let's make some noise and welcome them, St Kilda Beach, Melbourne. We've got one of Melbourne's finest. Please make some noise for Lawrence O'Toole and Mitch Argent. Argent on stand 1, O'Toole on 2. Mate, not a cloud in the sky.
What did I tell you?
I told you to come good.
Huh? It'll be hailing in 4 minutes. So grab yourself a steel jacket.
All right, over to the judges. We're going to get this next heat underway.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it's Argent that gets slightly to the wood first, but O'Toole has a lead. Wait for the cookie to drop. Oh, they are neck and neck. Here we go. Underhand shot. Watch the boys go. The 2 powerful left-handers. Look at that long stroke from O'Toole. Mitch Argent just big and powerful going through. It's Argent that turns first. O'Toole is close on his heels there. Dan, what are you seeing from where you are?
Seeing 2 absolute champions, and neither of them want to get knocked out in the first round, but someone is going to have to go, and these are 2 of the best on planet Earth right now.
Slight hang-up there by Argent means O'Toole was able to catch up to him. A little bit of a hang-up there. The boys are neck and neck. O'Toole with probably the longest stroke that you can see with his wide stance stand. A little bit different from the other athletes.
Bit of a hang-up from Argent on stand A. Looks like he's going to get through first, so O'Toole is trailing. He's going to be onto the standing block chop first.
Here we go.
Looks like he's got in 2 hits ahead of O'Toole. This is going to determine who gets eliminated here and who goes through to the quarterfinals.
It's Argent that turns first. O'Toole with a bit of work to do. Argent is near impossible to beat if he takes a lead going into the standing block, and that is why. Nice work, make some noise for Lawrence O'Toole.
Bringing it home
Mitch
there.
Argent.
Great time from Mitch. He's got a personal best of 58 seconds, so it is outside that, but a great time given the type of wood today, the Tasmanian poplar, and the density of that wood.
Over to the judges for this official decision. Just going to wait for Mitch to come to the front. Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
Winner is Mitch Argent.
Congratulations, Mitch Argent, Lawrence O'Toole. Great work there by the boys.
Bit of a pity we've had to bid farewell to Lawrence O'Toole this early in the piece, to be honest. I was hoping to see him get a little bit deeper, but it's good news for Mitch Argent.
Sorry, mate. I know you're exhausted, so we'll have a quick word. Mate, congratulations. Knocking out O'Toole nice and early in the day is always a good omen of things to come.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Lawrence is probably one of the best competitors in Australia across the board, and STIHL TIMBERSPORTS. So I think we've both run this event 3 times, and that's the first time we've ever chopped against each other. So it's good to get a win over him.
Congratulations, mate. Really looking forward to seeing you in the competition. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Mitch Argent through to the next round.
Good on you, Mitch. Black Butt, Queensland, represent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage for our final Heat 4 of today's competition before moving on to the next round of competition. Make some noise for David Reumer and Daniel Gurr. All right, going to hand it over to the judges to get this final heat underway.
Warm up your saws.
Dave Reumer from New South Wales, Daniel Gurr from Tasmania. PBs both floating around that minute 15 mark, so very easily matched, very equally matched.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. It's Gurr that gets the saw first. He is very good on the saw. He's an arborist, so he literally uses that saw for a living. So you know he's going to come out firing there. Nice and quick. He's very quick between the disciplines as well, which is a little bit of an advantage. Reumer with a bit of work to do, but he's got that big, powerful stroke, and he looked to catch up on Gurr. Gurr's going to turn first, it seems. Nice, even pat, probably about 8 hits in the front there, going to the back. Reumer does turn first, so he's making up some of the time. It's all going to come down to the single buck. There he goes, Gurr. Oh, it's probably only a second in it.
Geez, hasn't Daniel Gurr improved in the off-season? Absolute powerhouse, but Dave Reumer not to be written off.
No, he's got him by 6 strokes at the moment, so going through it, working through the middle section. Dave Reumer with a lot of work to do if he's any chance to beat Gurr here, but he's coming home very quickly. This is now even speed. Reumer might have even come out slightly ahead as they go through, as the cookies drop. Oh, they're literally dropping. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Standing block time. Tasmania versus the New South Welshman. Who's going to turn first? It's going to be really, really close. They turn together. Here we go. Gurr on 2, probably with a 1-stroke lead. But here comes Reumer. Bang!
How many hits in the back was that? 4? Was that a 4 hitter from Dave Reumer in the backside? That is unbelievable.
He's taken that from the jaws of defeat.
Geez, I'm impressed with both of those times there, both around their PBs. Daniel Gurr in the off-season has improved so much. That was an incredibly impressive performance. He will be stinging that he's just 1 second off the time there. Dave Reumer, the more seasoned of the 2 athletes, has just got him, but he's got to be very happy with that performance, Dan Gurr. to make it through, not get eliminated yesterday, then put in a showing like that is sensational work.
Over to the judges for the official winner, Steve Lorenz. Over to you.
Winner is David Reumer.
Nice work there, Dave Reumer.
Big congratulations has to go to Daniel Gurr, though, as I keep reiterating. That is a sensational uplift and improvement in that off-season. He's been putting in the work, and you can tell. But the more seasoned campaigner gets it done on this occasion.
All right, we're going to grab our winner here. Just hop down one step, mate. You're a beast of a man. Mate, congratulations. Dan was leading you all the way through. He's really quick through the transition, so you had a lot of work to do as you got to that standing block. What's going through your mind as you get to that standing block?
Oh, just breathe, I think. I was pretty buggered by the time I got there. I singled well, but had a pretty good hold up at the bottom, so yeah, just keep going and fast, I think.
So I was counting. So he had 6 strokes on you on the single black. You pretty much caught up to him, but then he sort of slightly went ahead. What were you thinking as you turned there? I think it looked like Dan and I were trying to work it out. It looked like you had about a 4-hit pattern on the other backside there.
Yeah, so I was going to go for 6 and 6, but I sprayed a hit in the front and just went 2 up and 4 down in the back.
Hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Today it's worked. You threw the next round.
Yeah, you just got to go for it. There's no mucking around here, so if you think they're on your heels, you just got to have a crack.
Fantastic work, Dan.
No, just impressive, Dave. Go catch your breath, mate. That was sensational.
Congratulations. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, through to the next round.
I was inquiring about the same thing you were, the 4 hits in the back.
So he said he was going to go for 6-6, but he ended up just going 6-4.
6-4? What?
Yeah.
Imagine cutting through a tree with 10 hits of an axe.
Unbelievable stuff.
Anyway, it's amazing.
Great autumn deals? Your local STIHL dealer has the tools you need to keep going autumn after autumn after autumn.
Like our popular entry-level petrol chainsaw favourite, save $100. Rugged Pro petrol chainsaw all-rounder, save $250. And our high-performance battery vacuum shredder for the home, save $50.
Buy well. That's STIHL for life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Braden, Meyer, Brad Delosa. All right, the athletes just getting themselves set, ready to go. This is going to be very exciting. It's going to be very fast. Both former Australian trophy champions. Over to the judges. Here we go.
Warm up your saws.
Here we go.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off. Oh, it's Meyer that gets to the wood slightly ahead of him, but Delosa making up ground. This is going to be neck and neck. Braden Meyer with a slight lead going in. This is probably his best discipline, the underhand chop. Delosa hot on his heels. Both big, powerful left-handers. Meyer turns first there. Probably had about 6 to 8 hits in the front. Going to look to work through it here nicely. Who is going to split the wood first? It's Meyer. How many cuts can he get him on here? Because Delosa is very good at this one. He has 2 on him. Here we go. It's all going to come down to the single buck. Delosa coming in really strongly here. Meyer still nice and close. This is neck and neck. Can't split a winner. Delosa probably slightly ahead here. Meyer hot on his heels. It's going to be very close. The wood's going to drop first. It is Delosa.
So hard to beat Brad Delosa when he's on that single buck. If he goes in with a lead, he is tough to get over the top of. But Braden Meyer is going to be cutting like a man determined as Brad Delosa rounds his log first. Braden Meyer, can he bring it home and get it over the top? We saw a 4-hit backside just previously, but Brad Delosa's about to push through.
Delosa takes it. Unbelievable.
One of the all-time greats, just getting better and better, but as is Braden Meyer. Terrible to have to say goodbye to another champion of the sport so early on, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Quite literally. All right, we're going to get the athletes to the front of the stage and hand it over to the judges for the official decision.
Winner is Brad Delosa.
There we go. Brad Delosa makes it through. Bit of an upset there. Braden Meyer was a hot tip for that one. I'll just go for a quick word there. Brad, to catch your breath, we'll have a quick chat. Unbelievable stuff. You've gone the long way around, but you've just taken over probably the hot favourite for the competition. How do you feel?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Pretty good win there against Braden. Top competitor, but yeah, lucky enough to sneak through another one.
Mate, here we go. Coming from the back. Congratulations. Make some noise, please, for Brad Delosa.
Really?
Okay, so we got our next competitors nearly ready to rock and roll. So let's have a look. What have we got here? So we have Brad Delosa, who made that one through. So we got Matt Coffey and Jake Dingle coming through here. PB for Jake Dingle, 1 minute 13.55. Matt Coffey doesn't have a personal best on this, which is
well, it'll be whatever he set in a time trial, I'd imagine.
All right, let's get him onto stage. Please make some noise for our next two competitors, Matt Coffey and Jake Dingle.
We'll work out the time Matt did yesterday. That'll be his PB, and we'll compare it to Jake Dingle here. So Jake Dingle's best, a minute 13. Matt Coffey yesterday did a minute 38, but of course that is on different types of wood. Wood seems a little bit tougher today, most of it on average.
All right, the athletes are just getting themselves in position, ready to go. Who is going to make it through?
So Matt did minute 56.
Warm up your saws.
Minute 38 for Matt Coffey yesterday. Jake Dingle, minute 40.
Very close.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. It's Coffey that gets the wood first. Very close. Coffey working through it beautifully here. Going to give him probably a 1.5 second lead.
Yeah, so 2 seconds split them yesterday.
Yeah,
so they're very evenly matched. Coffey getting to the underhand chop first. And look at the pace here. Matt Coffey turning.
Unbelievable turning. Like, they literally are hitting as they turn, which is unbelievable. Oh,
wow,
Coffey
Matt Coffey.
with 2 hits on him.
Dingle
with a bit of work to do. Here he goes. He's super fit, Dingle, so you know he's going to come home really, really strong here. Coffey with probably a 4-stroke lead. But here comes Jake Dingle. This is going to be really, really close. Coffey looking beautiful here. Technique personified as he works through the later stages of the cookie. Dingle has got a lot of work to do if he's any chance to catch this up. Coffey looking really good here. The left-hander, methodical. Oh, hang up there for Dingle's not going to help. Here comes Coffey, though. Precision cutting here at the back, turning around nicely.
Look at the breaths from Dingle. He's just blowing hard. That air is just going through the system.
Oh.
But it's not going to be enough as Matt Coffey downs the log. Jake Dingle is going to be just behind him. One more. You'd think maybe 2 more hits to go through there.
There he goes.
Look at that. The times yesterday were a minute 38 and a minute 40. So they have come to play today. They have absolutely turned it on.
All right, we'll get the athletes to the front of the stage and hand it over to our judge, Steve Lorenz, for the official word.
The winner is Matt Coffey.
There we go. Matt, he didn't break a sweat there, mate. How are you feeling?
Puffed out, worn out.
Mate, that was methodical. That was just like the transitions, everything just seemed to everything seemed to flow in your favour.
Yeah, it was just a cruisy run. I didn't have to push. I just did what I had to do.
Mate, it's just a nice stroll in the park on a Saturday afternoon. This is obviously the furthest you've gone in the Australian Championship. How are you feeling going into the next round?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked considering I'm through the 3rd round.
Congratulations, mate. We're really excited to see you in the next round. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our winner. And through the next round, Matty Coffey.
All right, time trial yesterday. Cody Steers posted a 127, so second in the time trial. And Mitch Argent, 141 yesterday. So there was 14 seconds separating them yesterday. Here they come, Cody Steers, Mitch Argent, everybody.
Make some noise, everybody!
Legends of timber sports.
He's fresher. Yeah. Which have, eh? I actually like that one. I actually wear it out because like cookies and stuff. Because it's old school. But it's just so like dirty now. It's like at home. The washing machine couldn't fix it. I live 2 streets away.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready.
Here we go.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Argent versus Steers. Steers with a slight lead, it looks like. Wait for the cookie to drop. Bang. Oh, but Argent's caught him on the run through. Here they go. Mitch Argent, unbelievable with an axe in hand. Cody Steers, no slouch either. Steers that turns first. Argent is hot on his heels. This is going to be nice and close, Dan.
Cody Steers making the move now back to the single buck, the misery whip. Little bit of a hang up there. They can be painful to get started. That's why you don't want to get those jags. Once it's started, you want to continue with that smooth momentum, which Cody's doing now. After a little bit of a rough start, and there's that hang-up for Mitch Argent as well.
The hang-ups will cost you. Steers looking unbelievable. He's cutting through it like knife to butter. Argent with a lot of work to do here, still halfway through the log. Cody Steers looking very, very seamless there, isn't it?
Well, remember, Cody Steers is a bit fresher as well, having had this morning off because he qualified to go straight through. So Mitch has already had to put that effort in the last chance to get through.
Oh, nice one. All right, fantastic work.
Mitch Argent bringing it home now. Looks like it's going to be another one more hit, maybe a couple here. There it is.
All right, we'll get athletes to the front of the stage and declare our winner moving through to the next round. Over to you, Steve Lorenz.
Winner is Cody Steers.
Cody Steers makes it through.
Keen to hear about that tactic there on the standing block chop, guys. Went quite high, Cody did.
Codes, I'll chase you around the stage for a sec. Sorry, mate. I know you're exhausted, so I'll keep it nice and brief. Mate, we were just talking about how high you were on the last one there. Were you a little nervous when you were sort of cutting it that high?
Yeah, I was wondering how low they'd put them screws in, actually.
But mate, you got the win. Look nice and seamless going through each one. How did you feel going through each one of the disciplines?
Yeah, not too bad. I was probably a bit erratic in the underhand and pretty hard coming out here going up against Mitch. You know, he's won this a couple of times. He's a pretty savage competitor. So, yeah, I made a few little mistakes, but yeah, happy to come away with a win there.
Mate, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you in the next round of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner. Moving on to the next round from Tasmania, Cody Steers.
Yeah, give it up for Mitch Argent as well as he makes his way off. An absolute champion of STIHL TIMBERSPORTS. Sadly, we've had to bid farewell to Mitch in this quarterfinals. So Brad Delosa through, Matt Coffey through, Cody Steers through. Now it comes down to David Reumer and Brian Wagner. Official times on the screen there.
Okay, so Delosa with 111, Braden Meyer 121, Coffey 117, Jake Dingle, Cody Steers 112. So only like a bit under a second, Dan, separating Delosa and Steers, which is very, very interesting and it's going to be very close going to the next round of competition.
Yeah, winners highlighted there in the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS orange in the quarterfinals section. Delosa, Coffey, Steers, and then Wagner v Reumer here for the quarterfinal 4. Then on to the semis. And then we'll do the small final. We do that to determine the winner of the bronze medal. And of course the final for first and second.
Logging has been practiced for thousands of years across many countries and cultures. Today, no one is quite sure how logging as a sport was born. According to one version, its origins date back to 1870 in Ulverstone, Tasmania, the result of a $50 bet between two lumberjacks keen to pitch themselves against each other in chopping trees. So the sport's roots go back to when logging was all about manual labour. The world's first documented logger sports championship took place in 1891 in Latrobe in Tasmania. The parallels between then and now are unmistakable. The competitors use similar tools and the techniques across many disciplines remain the same, like the underhand chop, the standing block chop, and the single buck.
Let's get the athletes onto stage and get this final one for the quarterfinals underway. Please make some noise for Brian Wagner and David Reumer. All right, the guys are just getting themselves set. They're ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a very, very exciting final quarterfinal matchup. Over to the judges.
Warm up your saws. Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Both athletes underway here, getting to the log at the same time. Wagner v Reumer. This is it. This is for all the jockeys to get through. The loser will be eliminated from the trophy competition in 2026.
Look at
Wagner
those
getting to the
powerful
wood.
strokes. Wow.
Yeah. Wagner to the wood first there. Reumer hot on his tail though.
Yeah. Oh, they turn exactly at the same time. Wagner and Reumer. This is going to be neck and neck. Very, very close. Who is going to split and put that driver through? Oh, wow. They are hot on each other's heels. This is anyone's game. Here we go. Make some noise for the crowd, everybody. Let's go.
They even start the single buck at the same time. Powerful movements now. Nice clean cuts as well, getting that rhythm happening, that methodical back and forward, the hang-ups haven't materialised yet. Hopefully no commentators curse.
Yeah, I'd say Reumer's got a slightly... There it goes, drops. Okay, Reumer has probably got 2 hits on him. Wagner with a bit of work to do. Here we go. Who's going to bring it home? It's Reumer that turns first. Wagner with a lot of work to do as he goes through. Reumer sizing it up. He's going to have to pull one out of the bag. Wagner, he's any chance? He's not. Reumer takes it.
Minute 16, great time from Dave Reumer. And Brian Wagner finishing it off at a minute 22.
So 1:16 is thereabouts for some of the better times we've seen today, but again, they need to take off another 6 seconds, I reckon, to be able to dethrone Delosa and the other competitors. All right, we'll get the athletes to the front of the stage and hand it over to our judge to announce the official winner of this final quarterfinal matchup.
Winner is Dave Reumer.
Nice work, fantastic work.
So it'll be Dave Reumer, Cody Steers, Matt Coffey, Brad Delosa will complete the final 4. Round of applause for Brian Wagner as he makes his way off. Great work to get through to the quarterfinals.
Let's go a quick word with our Reumer, mate. Congratulations. That was nice and methodical again. How you feeling?
Yeah, I feel pretty good, actually. I don't know, I might start to knock up soon, so... but not feeling good. Ready to go again.
You must be wrapped with making it through the next round of competition.
Yeah, goal was to get to the... whatever round we're up to now, but... hopefully I can go 2 further. It'd be good.
Congratulations, mate. Looking forward to seeing the next round of competition. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner, Dave Reumer.
The STIHL TIMBERSPORTS World Trophy. Winning the Australian trophy isn't the end. It's the beginning. For 4 straight years, Australia's best earned the right to go overseas, carrying the weight of the nation. 2021, Mitchell Argent.
Mitch Argent is your Australian trophy champion, and look at how pumped he is.
2022, Brad Delosa.
To get back on top's a great feeling, and something I very proud of.
2023, Lawrence O'Toole.
It's going to be O'Toole! What an incredible battle.
2024, Brad Delosa again.
And Brad Delosa's going to do it. He wins it one more time, and that means he will represent Australia in Milan at the World Trophy.
Different champions, same result. Stopped at the World Trophy, beaten by New Zealand's Jack Jordan.
And it's going to be Jack Jordan! He is your new champion in the trophy format!
In 2026, the question remains, is New Zealand still the benchmark? Is the USA the real threat? Or is this the year Australia breaks through? 4 disciplines, 1 winner, 1 shot at glory.
All right, so we've got our semi-final matchup, Delosa v. Coffey and Steers v. Reumer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise. This is for the bronze. Dave Reumer, Matty Coffey, make some noise, St Kilda.
Warm up your sores.
Here we go.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. It's Coffey to the wood first. He looks like he's got a slight lead. Nice work there. The fresher man, Coffey, went the long way around to the wood, but he's got it on the underhand. Coffey's probably made up for it now. They're neck and neck as they go through here. This is where he's going to have to really dig deep. He's obviously just competed, so he's going to have to really find something here to get this 3rd place and get himself onto the podium. Matt Coffey looking good here as well. There he goes. He's still on him. Hasn't actually got that first, the little bit of a hang up there, Dan.
Yeah, Dave Reumer just getting started on the misery whip now. The 2-metre cross-cut saw, the peg and raker system, the single buck, it's officially known as, or the single man saw. Matt Coffey looks like he might have given away a bit of that lead. He went into the single buck with Gaz. I reckon
he's
Dave
still
Reumer's
leading.
hot
He's
his
still
tail.
leading though. Oh, this is close now. Oh, it's going to come down to this.
The bronze
Dave
medal.
Reumer is going to have to. He's going to give up 2 hits. Matt Coffey. This will be his highest place ever. Can he do it? It's Coffey on 1, Reumer on 2. They both turn together. Who's going to take it out? It's anyone's game. Look for the drivers. Anyone's. Oh, he's got it.
It's 1 strike.
Unbelievable.
Less than a second in it. That is how close it can be. It can literally be how quickly you start the event on the stock saw can determine.
That was unbelievable.
Well done, gents. Sensational effort from Matt Coffey. If indeed, Gaz, if indeed it is deemed all above board. Steve Lorenz strolling around the stage now just to make sure that everything is okay.
What a way to ruin a day that'd be.
Matt Coffey, first time competing here in this particular event.
All right,
hasn't he
we're
done
going to
well?
give it over to the judges. Steve Lorenz for our official decision.
Winner is Matt Coffey.
What an effort from the young man. Brilliant work.
Congratulations, Matt Coffey, 3rd place. How does that sound?
Pretty good by me. I got to take a medal home.
Mate, your first time on the podium. You could be up there. You got the 3rd place. You're going to get the medal there. Congratulations. How was that? It literally was under a second between you two guys.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good race between me and David. Just ahead of him in stock saw, and we come off the single buck pretty close. So
what's the feeling like? Obviously, it's great being a part of the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS series when you obviously see that wood fall there and you realise you've got it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good feeling when you're just ahead of the competition. It's really good.
Mate, it's only the beginning for you. Big crew hit. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for your winner and our 3rd place, right, Matt Coffey. So it all comes down to this. Delosa v Steers, the New South Welshman and the Tasmanian. Cody Steers has had a really, really good run. Obviously, yesterday got the chocolates in terms of being able to post that good time. Got the extra break. He hasn't really looked troubled all day in terms of the competition. He obviously competing quite well, and the guys that he was competing against not putting their best performances. So he's come through. Delosa's done it the hard way. He's had to scrip and scrange, obviously coming through, not qualifying in that top 4. So he's done it the hard way, but legends find a way to win, and he's through to another final. He's been here before. Cody Steers, from memory, has never won an Australian Championship trophy. So can he take the old bull that's done it before, or can Cody Steers steal it from him? We'll find out very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time for the day, this is the STIHL TIMBERSPORTS final. Let's make some noise. This is, of course, the Australian Champion Trophy 2026. Please make some noise for your competitors, Brad Delosa and Cody Steers.
New South Wales v Tasmania.
Yep. Delosa on 1, Steers on 2.
Who's here supporting Brad Delosa this afternoon? There's always a contingent. Who's here supporting Cody Steers? Anybody around? Yes. Always a little contingent they bring in if your family and friends get along.
People just going for a walk and they're like, what's going on here?
Bloody chainsaws at St Kilda. Have a chainsaw bin to dispose of those, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the way out. Big Dave Reumer's come over here to the commentary box to join us and just observe what's going on. Or just get a bit of sunshine on the solar panel there, brother. Well done, Dave. Hell of a day you've had. Righto, here we go.
Warm up your saws.
Here we go. Delosa on 1, Steers on 2.
Athletes, ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
Steers to the wood first. Delosa hot on his heels. This is close. Who's going to drop first?
Whoa. Simultaneous still again. Brad Delosa gets to the wood first there, Gaz. Now remember, you really want to get that lead on Brad Delosa going into the single buck.
Yeah.
He is one of the best on earth, so...
Oh, they turn together. It's really, really close here. I'd say Steers maybe has a one-hit lead on him. Let's wait to get those drivers in as you see it break. There he goes. Now, how many hits, how many can he get on him? 1, 2, 3 strokes ahead, but here comes Brad Delosa. Make some noise, Melbourne!
Let's bring it home here. Brad Delosa is an absolute powerhouse on the single buck, the misery whip, the 2-metre long cross-cut saw. Steers had a 3-stroke lead, as Gaz called it a second ago.
Oh!
And it's even now. That's what Brad Delosa will do to you on the single buck.
It all comes down to this. Delosa on 1, Steers on 2. Who'll turn first? It's Steers that turns first. Can he bring it home? Or can Delosa gang it back? Steers, Delosa, Steers, Delosa, it's Steers!
Cody Steers! Unbelievable. That looked like 5 hits on the back there again. He's done it again. He is a miracle man on the backside of that log when it comes to the standing block chop.
Look at the time as well. Wowee.
What a time to set a PB.
Bang,
He's
bang,
done
bang.
it again.
Unbelievable. So we just got to make sure that obviously the cuts are good.
Brad Delosa last time's winner. Not last year. We didn't compete last year. Last time we ran the trophy, Brad won it. Looks like he'll be on the podium again this year. If everything is above board, it'll be in second place, and we'll have a winner in Cody Steers.
All right, athletes to the front of the stage. Over to the judges. Steve Lorenz, don't do anything that's going to give us a heart attack here. Thank you. Over to you, Steve Lorenz, for our official... This is where we crown the champion, mate.
Be kind, Steve.
Over you.
Winner is Cody Steers.
There's your 2026 Australian Trophy champion. Well done to Brad Delosa, of course, absolute champion of the sport. And Gaz is with Cody Steers.
How does that sound? The Australian champion trophy, how does that sound?
Yeah, pretty bloody good.
You've done this sport for quite a while, mate. Is it really good to get the rewards now? You put the work in. You've been at it a while. You're now the champion.
Yeah, that's a hard race. Every single race in that's hard. And yeah, I've made the final a couple of times, and it's good to finally get a win. And yeah, congratulations to Brad. He probably doesn't show his age in this event. He does a bloody good job.
It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, he just keeps coming. Like, he had to cut the extra round. I've been there before, and that does hurt at the end. So hats off to Brad and all the other boys. It's a very hard race.
Enough about them, mate. It's all about you. Congratulations. You are the champion. Let's talk about you. Make some noise one more time. Tasmania's finest. Your winner, Cody Steers.
Good on you, Cody. Sensational effort. He's a good man pumping up the other athletes too. There is real camaraderie around here.
It needed a bit of me time for Cody. That was great.
They're not like that, are they? Look, we saw Dan Gurr up there setting up his single buck. Dan Gurr's another competitor here and another wood chopping family. His father, Matt Gurr, competes often. He was up there setting up for Cody. They all help each other out. Fledgling sport like that. Everyone's got to get around each other, and they often end up teammates as well. Like the Chopperoos will go compete overseas. So 5 of our best will head over there and they'll compete together.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna crown our champion. We got the food trucks open and the bar is open at the back. So grab some drinks, grab some food. We're gonna be back here very soon, and we're gonna crown our official winner, Cody Steers.
Great autumn deals? Your local STIHL dealer has the tools you need to keep going autumn after autumn after autumn.
Like our popular entry-level petrol chainsaw favourite, save $100. Rugged Pro Petrol Chainsaw All-Rounder, save $250. And our high-performance battery vacuum shredder for the home, save $50.
Buy well. That's STIHL for life.
Let's bring all the athletes back up onto the main stage, please. Come on up, guys. We'll get you all up on stage now. Josh Bakes, Jack Argent, Dan Gurr, Lawrence O'Toole. They were the first 4 eliminated today. Keep that applause going for Mitch Argent, Jake Dingle, Brian Wagner, and Braden Meyer. And then we got down to the semi-finals. Dave Reumer finished in 4th today, please. A round of applause, guys. Big bad Brad Delosa makes his way up onto the stage. Let's fill this podium up, huh? 3rd place, what a performance. He's got himself a wild card over to Hungary, to Budapest. He's going to be competing in the World Trophy. He is an up-and-comer, an absolute champion that we love to see coming through here, supporting this wonderful sport of STIHL Timbersports. He came 3rd today, and his name is Matt Coffey. Going to be seeing a lot more of that man. 2nd place, we're very much used to seeing this bloke on the podium. Oftentimes it's on the tallest one there on the dais. Today it's going to be on the 2nd highest one. Please give it up for Brad Delosa. And our winner today, we've seen him compete in the grand final before. It's wonderful to see him win one from Tasmania. The winner for 2026, the Australian Trophy, STIHL Timbersports, it's Cody Steers. Big thanks to Joe Katsos and Leeson Brook there presenting the medals. Joe's got the trophy there for Cody. Hold it aloft, Cody. You earned it, buddy. Oh, Jesus. Every time. Get out of it, Delosa! You bastard! Couldn't get out of there soon enough. Damn it. Well done, legends. He's quick on the axe, but he's slow on the champagne, isn't he? Good on you, champions. Well done. I hope you guys got the pictures here after. I don't know if we're going to be able to get them back. Hey, if you want any more, Brad, there's quite a bit on the backside of the jumper there. Congratulations, brother. Well done. Our 2nd place finisher there. Brad Delosa, one of the absolute champions. Going over to get a few selfies there. Cody Steers is absolutely drenched head to toe, our winner.